The Heat will play just this one game on the road before returning back home to Miami. And, of course, Tyler Hero. He is proudly wearing the Miami Heat colors for the first time.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
And over the course of his career, Tobias Harris has shown a willingness to embrace various roles.
Well, look, Kevin. Tobias Harris is not only a highly skilled player, but he is a team-oriented, win-first, veteran guy, totally unselfish, and will just figure out a way that he needs to help any team he's on get to where they want to go. And Hero excels at that pull-up. It's a shot he has worked tirelessly on.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring up. Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. It's good from long range.
Well, his shot has come such a long way, and now it's a big part of Bam's repertoire.
Pass to Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got his third basket of the night.
And Cunningham responds confidently at the other end.
Shot's good by Hero.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it break for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Here's Hero. Following the bucket by the Pistons. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. Rebound by the Pistons. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And while many teams are a revolving door of head coaches, Stan, the Heat have valued continuity.
They absolutely have. Eric Spoelstra is one of the longest tenured coaches in NBA history. Only Greg Popovich and Jerry Sloan coached their teams longer. And Spoelstra has had great success, leading the Heat to 6 finals while winning 2 of them.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. And Johnson now top of the key. Here's McCain. And he goes in for the dunk.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring up.
And the foul on Kasparas Jakupovic. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Stewart. Jaquez with the steal.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Here's McCain. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Marquez can't hit.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Stewart with the steal. Pass to McCain. Back to Stewart. Pistons passing it around. Shoots from the baseline. Here's McCain. Takes a three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Johnson outside. Here's Reed. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well.
19.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Jonas. Wiggins outside. Pass to Jonas. No good with the triple. The Pistons leading. Here's Thompson. Out to Harris. Thompson inside. On the wing, Thompson. Now Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Look at him get up. Cade has some hops now.
That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
You know, Stan, we had talked about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses. What impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back over to you, Kevin.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Cunningham drives in. Pass to Harris. To the middle. Back to Ivy. Toppin with the steal. Here's Jonas. Miami no good on that time either.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Shot to stop the run. Back to Toppin. Wiggins surveying the floor. Duren pulls it in.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Fires the three. The shot by Ivy, no good. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personality.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Klintman.
What a defensive force. Bam sees him cut at the rim and denies him the bucket.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Heat trail by 10. Pass to Smart. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. Outside for Smart. Here's Hero. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Detroit leading by 10. You look at the Pistons, Stan, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And Miami making a change here. Good on both. And Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt. That's what makes the difference.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Pass to Klintman. The Pistons working the ball around now. Robinson for 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
Well, this is what Robinson is out here to do. I like how aggressive he is shooting it from outside.
Nice shot by Smart. Detroit leading by 10. Outside, Green. Out to the right wing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. From the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Well, Robinson just knows who he is, which is a volume three-point shooter who can help space the floor.
Grant, right side, to the paint. Here's Jovic. Can't cash in from close range. That'll do it for the first half. The Pistons on top, up by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
Kicks it out to Grant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ayton. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Out to Thompson. Launches it. Some solid defense from Grant. The Heat trail by 13. Drains the three-pointer. Jokic Jonas has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Harris, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Wiggins. Still scoreless. Grant on the wing. Pass to Ayton. Miami needs to get a shot off. No good from Grant. It's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And sadly, Jaden Ivey's 2025 season coach was cut short by injury.
Yeah, it was really too bad, Kevin, because he was having a great year and an improving year as time went on. This guy's just getting better and better. Both his shooting is improving and his decision-making, and it was a shame he didn't get to see that through to the end. And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Yaka Jonas's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Cunningham. And here's Harris from the arc. There's Hero with the three. Keeps it alive. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
You gotta love the extra effort from Adebayo to keep the possession alive, grabbing the board and turning it into points of his own. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you, Kevin.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. In the corner, Ivy with it. To the inside. The kick out to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Hero with it. He's got 11. Double team on Adebayo. It's deflected.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Here's McCain. 9 points in the game so far.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, he brings the heat. Hero giving the people what they came to see.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Keon Johnson.
Wow, such a skilled five. Bam's passing is really important to this offense.
Here's Hero. It's hauled in by Stewart. Good if it goes. And so is Detroit with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job.
59. The Heat, 53.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Heat trailed by 6. Now Smart. Here's Hero. Can't get it to fall.
And they continue to control the glass.
Duran. Nice ball movement by Detroit. In transition, here comes Miami. Over Ivy. Offline from the top of the key. Here's Thompson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And a wide open look for Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And slam dunk by Harris.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Hero on the wing. And stolen by Ivy. Harris inside the line. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, we got to go back and credit the quick hands of Ivy. His steal leading to those points.
Kicks it out to Hero. Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Hawkins. 5 on the clock. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, night in and night out, Hawkins loves to attack the middle of that defense.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thanks. And it's Wiggins missing.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
And with that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Yaka Jonas. No good on the 3. Pistons leading by 12. Now Harris. Ivy outside. From outside. 3. Good.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Miami again turning it over.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
The Heat making a switch here. Count it!
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint. And
So I'm not